I found you as a morsel cold upon dead Caesar's trencher. Fool, don't you see now that I could have poisoned you 100 times had I been able to live without you? Leave the fishing rod, great general. To us, sovereigns of pharaohs and Anubis, your game is cities and kings and continents. Is he a good man? Define good. In praising Antony, I have dispraised Caesar. I will not be triumphed over. My honor was not yielded, but conquered merely. So I learned to things that night and the next day, from him the perfection of a moment and the fleeting nature of it. All strange and terrible events are welcome, but comforts we despise, and make death proud to take us. Celerity is never more admired than by the negligent. To rush into the secret house of death, Apollodorus came, Caesar saw, Cleopatra conquered. As a famous historian once said, in all its history, Rome deigned to fear two people. One was Hannibal, the other was a woman. She did lie in her pavilion, cloth of gold of tissue, or picturing that Venus where we see the fancy outwork nature. Age cannot wither her, nor custom stale her infinite variety. She makes hungry where most she satisfies. Frivolous things become themselves in her. If you find him sad, say I am dancing. If in mirth, report that I am sudden sick. That something is not impossible does not mean that it happened. The art of speaking, it was later said, depends on much effort, continual study, varied kinds of exercise, long experience, profound wisdom, and unfailing strategic sense. The breaking of so great a thing should make a greater crack. The round world should have shook lions into civil streets, and citizens to their dens. Cleopatra was exhausting to play, but also completely exhilarating. She creates her own energy. If you find sad, say I am dancing. If in mirth, report that I am sudden sick. In time we hate that which we often fear. In nature's infinite book of secrecy a little I can read. Be it known that we, the greatest, are mistaught. The name Cleopatra wakens the world to life. I found you as a morsel cold upon dead Caesar's trencher. How dare you and the rest of your barbarians set fire to my library? The corridors are dark, gentlemen, but you mustn't be afraid. I am with you. I will not be told where I can go and where I cannot go. There are never enough hours in the days of a queen, and her nights have too many. I can no more, O Antony, nay, I will take thee too. All strange and terrible events are welcome, but comforts we despise. O happy horse, to bear the weight of Antony! Celerity is never more admired than by the negligent. Leave the fishing rod, great general. To us, sovereigns of pharaohs and Anubis, your game is cities and kings and continents. Fool, don't you see now that I could have poisoned you 100 times had I been able to live without you? Be it known that we, the greatest are misthought. My honor was not yielded, but conquered merely. Give me my robe, put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me. Now no more the juice of Egypt's grape shall moist this lip. You will therefore assume the position of a suppliant before this throne. You will kneel. The odds is gone, and there is nothing left remarkable beneath the visiting moon. I was full of myth, which is to say full of an idea. My salad days, when I was green in judgment, cold in blood. But neither you nor any other barbarian has the right to destroy one human thought. All strange and terrible events are welcome, but comforts we despise. I will not be triumphed over. My honor was not yielded, but conquered merely. Be it known that we, the greatest, are misthought. Caesar might have married Cleopatra, but he had a wife at home. There's always something. Caesar might have married Cleopatra, but he had a wife at home. There's always something. I really don't remember much about Cleopatra. There were a lot of other things going on. I have never wanted to be a queen. Cleopatra was a role, and I am an actor, so it was fun to play one, but it's not real. Girls have always wanted to be pretty, even in Egyptian times. Cleopatra wore all that eyeliner, you know. Caesar might have married Cleopatra, but he had a wife at home. There's always something. A woman's power lies not in her beauty, but in her intellect and strength. History is written by the victors, but it's often rewritten by the poets. In a world of men, a woman's voice can be the most powerful weapon. Love is a dangerous game, and those who play it must be willing to lose everything. Behind every great ruler is an even greater strategist.